Good afternoon and welcome back to Kitten. My name is Sam and I am working today on my Dreamer Designs canvas. This is called Lighthouse Cottage. I'll just go through what I'm using. This is a 40 by 60 poured glue canvas, and you may be able to see my grey foam. This is pipe lagging, and I've got it over the edges of my table because I've got this unrolled. I do roll this one up when I take it to work with me, but today I've got it flat. I am using my white Admiral's S tray. I also have one of my Amazon pens. I've got a single placer and a 7 placer because I've been using a 7 placer recently. I also have a straightener on the end of this little cheap pen because I am multi-placing quite a bit. There's a lot of colour blocking in this one. I've also got my little cook pot, my little trash drill cook pot, and I'm going to start with the bees just because I want to get this little bit done first. I am enjoying this canvas, I have to say. The symbols are okay. There's a couple that are a little bit blurry, but it's not enough to cause me a problem. And because I'm able to multi-place on this, it means that I can get a lot more done. So I'm going to go straight in and get to work. I have just done a video on my other whip. That was the most straight line ever. So I have done that and got that up and on already. Had a lovely lady who has contacted me to offer me some trash drills so I can make the next round of pots. So thank you very much for that. It is very much appreciated. It would take me a while, I think, to gather up enough trash drills of my own. This is a 60 colour canvas. It is legally licensed from Jane Mayday from Dreamer Designs. So first time that I've done a Dreamer Designs canvas, and yeah, I'm pleased. Quality's good. Symbols are mostly very clear. I'm liking a lot. I am enjoying the fact that I can multi-place on this one. I mean, in contrast to my other whip, which is very confetti heavy. There may be breaks in this video where I pause it, so if I lose track of what I'm saying and I come back and start on a completely different subject, I apologise. I am actually cooking dinner and doing this in between. So this is the canvas that recently I've been taking to work with me, and I've managed to get a fair bit done. I've literally sat down twice with it and managed to get this much done. I will say that the ABs aren't as sparkly as I expected them to be, but again, that is something that I've heard when I've been watching other people's reviews. You know, I'm well aware that not all companies are going to be the same as Diamond Art Club, so I need to keep that in mind. I have sat here this afternoon in between doing the last video and this one. I've been having a look at different websites to get a couple more round diamond paintings, and unfortunately I've ended up going back onto Diamond Art Club just because they've got some discontinued kits which are heavily discounted. I was able to use a discount code as well, which meant that I could get a really good deal. I haven't ordered them yet, but I will be. I have stuck to all-round canvases. I haven't ordered any squares because I have a few squares. Obviously, I will inbox those once I order them and get them delivered. Like I said, I was looking at Star Raw, and there's a couple on there that I like. They don't have a lot that I like, I must admit, because I'm taking out any that have got rhinestones in. It's just not my thing. So they've got a couple that I may buy, but my next buy will definitely be Diamond Art Club, purely because my mum also wants to order. She loved her one I got her for Christmas. I absolutely got that completely in the wrong place. What I do like about the Dreamer designs is the spacing. It seems to work very well with a multiplacer, which you don't always get with Diamond Art Club. I sometimes struggle a little bit more. There is 60 colours, so that went completely wrong. Don't multiplace like that. So again, thank you to everybody who has subscribed recently. It's nice to have you on board. Welcome back to anyone that's been here before. This is the state of this tape. It looks awful, but it's working, so I'm not moaning too much. Yeah, quite impressed with the one thing I did like about Dreamer Designs when I unboxed it was the coloured bit that you get around the edge, because it matches the colours that are on the thing. What I don't like is that is sticky. I'd have preferred it if it hadn't been sticky, because obviously I've had to cover that up with washi tape, so I'm not keen on that. So the odds are that if I framed it, I would still cover that over anyway. So it's a shame, because it does give a nice finish, but if it's going to stay sticky, I don't want stuff getting stuck to that. If I decide not to frame it, then it would be attracting all sorts, so I'm not keen on that. But yeah, so far so good. So we're having a nice relaxed Sunday. Like I said, I am cooking a late dinner. So yeah, small interruption from my mother, who is ordering storage on Amazon, so she just wanted my opinion. She's gone for a 60 bottle case that's I've got a smaller one, so they are the bottle storage, but they're not in the same case format. I like them, they're good sized bottles, but I don't like the fact the bottles move around. But my mum doesn't carry them anywhere, so she doesn't necessarily need one with a handle on. So yeah, so far, I mean, as far as I've got on this painting, I'm pleased with the Dreamer designs. But again, I had another look on there today, and there isn't anything on there really that jumps out at me that I want, whereas there's a good few on Diamond Art Club that I'd like. And I do like to save money, so when I go on Diamond Art Club, I always have a look in the clearance section and the discontinued section, because they tend to have the best discounts before I go and look at any new. So all of the ones that I've got saved to order are discounted or in the sale, because we all like a bargain. I have picked out one by Sarah Mustafa, which I really like. So I'm looking forward to trying something different. However, I have also picked out another Mandy Manzano, because you can never have too many. I was discussing this with my mum. My mum seems to like another artist on there. Can't remember who the artist is, but anyway, she was like, oh, they've got another one, oh, they've got another one. And it was like, well, this is what happens. So I've got a good 2 or 3 of Mandy Manzanos, and I love that style. So I know how she feels. But as you can see, multi-placing means that I'm going to get through this quite quickly. you know, I can do a section quite quickly. And this is the one that I've been taking to work. So I roll it up, diamond side out, obviously, and yeah, it's the one that I do when I'm working on the weekend. So I've got much better at the multi-placing now, and it is helping speed it up quite a bit, which I like. I mean, this isn't a massive one, a 40 by 60 isn't huge, but it is one that I will be displaying in the house. So although I'm multi-placing, I am trying to neaten them as I go. I've been using the straightener at the end of each section to try and straighten them up somewhat. But yeah, I'm pleased. I like. Have you tried Dreamer Designs yet? What are your thoughts? So the 4 sites that we looked at today, me and my mum, were Diamond Art Studios. I haven't worked on their canvases yet. I like a couple of theirs. But because they're fairly new, they don't have masses on there, and there's not a lot on there that I like. So I looked there first. I then looked at Star Raw. Like I said, I'm not convinced, but I may go back and have another look. Looked at Dreamer Designs, but again, there wasn't anything there that I really wanted. So unfortunately, Diamond Art Club wins again. But I haven't ordered them yet. I could change my mind before I actually place the order. That's happened before. But I went for all rounds because I have a few. I have quite a few square diamond paintings that I need to do. So I'm sort of half keeping my ears open for the oven and the hob. I've got a cup of coffee that I'm making as well, so there may be breaks in this video, just to warn you. But look how quick it is, and you get the hang of that multi-placer. It's just so fast, and that's what I want to do this week. I want to be working on this one this week and get as much done as I can. Although it is my weekend this weekend to work, so I will get some of it done at the weekend. So I may do a couple of days with this one and a couple of days on the Ever Moment to try and finish off that row that I'm on, so that we've got the first half done. That would be good. That would make me happy. There are, of course, lots and lots. I'm just going to get these single ones down here. There are lots and lots of companies where you can get diamond paintings from that are licensed. That is definitely something that I'm interested in. You know, I prefer quality. I prefer for my artwork to be licensed because I want the artist to be compensated. And I think once you start working on very good canvases, it kind of spoils you. You know, you then find working on cheaper canvases isn't as enjoyable. So I'd rather, you know this, I've said this before. It's not new, is it? That is just my opinion. So yeah, really enjoying this. Like I said, I do fiddle sometimes to get them straighter. I probably didn't pick the best section to start with, did I? Because I've picked a colour blocking section when there's a nice coloured section coming up. But, you know, it's where I am at the minute. And for the sake of getting another video done today, I thought it was worth doing another whip and ramble. So this week I have got, I've actually got, in this week itself, I am actually doing my normal shift. So I would normally be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday off, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's just that the week after I'm carrying on working through because I'm covering the other shift, which is what I would not normally do. But I wanted to get the extra in because I'm then on holiday, and it then means that the other receptionists can cover my holiday, and they can't say then that I haven't done my bit because I've worked extra before I've gone. You know, I like to be fair. I like to be fair. So I'm going to try and get this corner done up here. That one's too long. So push that down. So I ended up pushing them up too high because they didn't fit in that group. So I've interrupted watching The Mentalist in favour of watching Outlander, as my hubby has booked where we're staying in Scotland in April. And I am now reading, okay, it's not Desperation, The Regulators, which is the Richard Bachman book that was released at the same time that Stephen King released his Desperation book. So they're meant to be sort of read together. So that's what I'm reading at the minute, in amongst my crime spree watching thing that's going on. And I'm also watching The Lord of the Rings as well, so sort of switching between the different things that I want to do. If you're interested in what we're having for dinner, we're having spatchcock chicken with herbs and garlic and a selection of roast vegetables and Yorkshires. Not that they're true Yorkshires, I only had one egg. I'm risking it, you know, we'll see how they turn out. They could be flat as pancakes, but Yorkshire's Yorkshire. I'm going to eat it anyway. I could eat Yorkshire every day, seriously. It's one of my favourite things. So I hope you're having a lovely relaxed Sunday. I hope you're not working too hard. I really enjoyed it today, actually, having a look at different canvases and stuff, but I was very good. I decided to filter out all the square kits because I honestly have quite a few square kits. I've got at least 6 that are Huracan ones. Not Huracan. Now, are they Huracan? I think they are, actually. And I need to do them at some point. I've just ended up doing the better quality squares instead first. But I have got all those to do. So I'm trying to avoid buying square kits. Okay, break coming up because the timer's going off. And I'm back. So yeah, only downside to diamond painting while you're cooking dinner, I guess, is the breaks. But I'm quite glad in a way that I have got a colour blocking section, because of course it means I can get this section done quite quickly, and that's another video up which I'll probably put up tomorrow, which helps. I do have a fair bit of nail appointments this week, so of course that eats into the time as well, but I'm going to stick with my goal of an hour a day. Somehow, somewhere, I'm going to do an hour a day. Just dropped that. Not doing very well with my multi-placing today. I don't know how well you can see this because I did set the camera up quite quickly. but you know, it's going quite well. It's a really nice picture. I love the colours. I wish I was having less problems with my tape. Right, let's get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tweezers, and I'm going to take that tape and I'm going to turn it over. So this is how you use your tape more than once. Can you see it's all coming out in a row? So I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to push it back in, and that should give me the other side of that tape to use. That looks like it's going to be a little bit big, so we'll cut that bit off. There you go. So I'm just going to prime it a little bit. I don't want it to be too sticky. I'm going to try and line my drills up a little bit better. Let's give that a go and see. Okay, still lost one. Probably more to do with my technique than to do with the tape, to be fair. I'm just going to squish them up a little bit and straighten them up. So yes, obviously now I need to make another set of pots, cook pots to put up. I have just added the geode coasters on as well. The set that I photographed is obviously a sold set, because with the coasters, with the little things, the fish and the cook pots, I'm putting them up as I make them, so they are in stock. With things like the coasters, they are made to order, because obviously people have different colour schemes and that they want to go for, so that way they can choose the colour scheme that they want and I will make them. So they do take a little bit longer. I've got a lead time of 2 to 3 weeks, which is enough time for me to get them made and for them to set and varnish and sand and all that sort of thing. So I do have a few to make, but I definitely want to get some more of the original cook pots up this week if I can. I need to make sure I've got some pots first, because in the big reshuffle of my sunroom to get the resin table and that in, I did move stuff around, and I'm coming to realise that, as always happens, when I put stuff in a safe place, it's so safe I can't find it again. That happened to you too? I'm sure it's not just me. So anyway, other than that, it's just getting through this week of work, getting to see my granddaughter, because I really have missed her, and she's literally, I've got a trash drill there, so let's get rid of that. The glue on these Dreamer designs seems to be nice, you know, it's not too stiff that I can't move drills. As you can see, they just slide down nicely. Right, I'm just going to find my extras and fill this up a bit, because I haven't got enough drills in my tray. I like to have plenty of drills. I find that if you've got plenty of drills, that they line up better. So you definitely need more than you think. And this pot does need filling up, so I'm going to leave that out for a second. Give it another good shake. There we go, you see. Nice and lined up. Got a drill stuck to my multi-placer, so let's get rid of that. But look how quickly the multi-placing goes. I guess especially when you've got, you know, stuff going on and you're switching between doing something else and diamond painting, you can get a fair bit done with just a couple of goes. So I'm just filling that in. I tend to find I can do them straighter if I do them vertically rather than horizontally, although I will go horizontally if the pattern needs it. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you do. But yeah, horizontally for me works better. And it would probably be better if I had my tray turned around the same way as I'm doing my beads instead of me twisting it round, but I don't know, it just works. It just works this way for me, so I'll stick to what works. But knowing you've got those 7 all in one go, it makes big pieces, big bits of blocking like this so easy. It's definitely a case of practice. If you're trying something new, you just need to practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And if it's slightly off, just straighten it. Just straighten it with your pen. I haven't got any plans. I have been asked to make an ashtray for somebody. And somebody else did say that they like to use a tray. So maybe a pot or two that doesn't have a lid, because they would just empty their drills after each session. So I am having a look at some small trinket trays, because obviously you want it small enough that it will fit neatly on your diamond painting. It will still have a magnet on it, but you don't want anything too big. So I'm going to have a look and see if I can find something like that. Maybe add that to the shop. I've literally added like 6 necklaces to the shop today, and I've got about 20 more to put up that I haven't finished yet. So it is a slow process building it up, but I will get there. Especially when you've got a nice good bit of colour blocking like this, and you can just, I mean, how quick has that been? Very quick. So I'm going to take a break for a bit. I'm going to get my dinner finished and dished up, and then I will come back and finish this section. So I'm now going to cheat and go that way. And the same with, oh, didn't pick those up very well. Let's try again. Okay, I had one too many on there, so it squished them up. Let's get rid of that one. And we just want 5, so I've got 5 there perfectly. There we go. That's that bit done. So you can see they're not perfect, but it's a good base to start. So I will take a break for a bit. I will be back in a bit to finish this section. Okay, so dinner is done and eaten. Why does it take so long to cook but so quick to eat? Not sure. Seems like a lot of effort sometimes, doesn't it? But it was okay. And my 1 egg Yorkshires were all right. They weren't great, but they weren't flat, so that's the main thing. So I'm just going to finish off this section before I go. But we haven't got masses of different colours now. I don't know if you can see, but this symbol here, which looks like a staple, is a little bit blurry. It's not horrendous. I mean, it's quite easy to see. But it is a little bit on the blurry side. But I don't need too many of them, so we'll get these in. Let me give that a bit of a better shake. I've just been watching Rebecca, and she was sort of saying how she gives her drills her drill tray a little tap to get them to line up. Yeah, tried to do that, didn't work. Let's stick to what you know, Sam. So lovely dark blue. We're just going to do those 3 there. So obviously I'm going to have this finished in a second anyway, so again, not a massively long video, but enough to be keeping you going on with, I think, for the time being. And at least it's another section done out of the way, so hopefully I can get these next 2 sections done over this week, maybe a bit more. So I'm just going to get these H's because I've got a few of those. Don't need loads. I just want them to get to line up a little bit so I can place those. So I hope you've enjoyed the videos today. That didn't work. Let's single place them because there isn't many. So I hope you've enjoyed the videos. I hope you've enjoyed this first whip on this canvas. It's nice to be able to bring you something new after working on the same ones for what seems like forever. But I guess that's the downside of doing the bigger canvases. You know, if I was doing your 30 by 40s all the time, it wouldn't be taking me too long to get through those. So, you know, I just prefer bigger canvases. I guess I like my detail. So I'm guessing this one is a 310. It's handy that it's a similar symbol to DAC. So let's get those in. Not doing too bad with trash drills. You know, I haven't had too many, so that's good. So we've got 3 of these arrows, and I'm just trying to remember that I have got these ones down here as well. Don't want to miss those out. So 8 2 3s. I just need 3. That was a good look at that. Managed to shake out 3 as well. Can I get them all to lay? Come on, that's it. Managed to get them all to turn over. So that was a good call. So I'm just going to pop down here to get these ones here, but I'm not going to put them in a tray because I don't need to. Obviously, with having 60 symbols and it being a new canvas, it may take me a minute to find them. So I just need 2 of these. There's one. 2 and an E, which is the 775. Flip that over like so, and then I've just got these ones up here. So we've got 2 up arrows. Are they out? Yeah, they are. So 2 of these. There's 1. And then I've got 2 triangle ones. Let's see if I can find those. Now the problem is with the triangles is that I've got a couple of different triangle symbols, but I think it's definitely this one. So there's 1. Even using the Huracan storage, I have to say that the bottle storage is still my favourite, without a shadow of a doubt. So I'm just trying to find this symbol here, which looks like a, but it's on a side, so it's not a T, is it? It's on the side. It's not that one. Not that one. 919. There we go. There's a slant-sided T. So as I near the end of this, I'm putting the last 2 drills in. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do, if you are new, on the way out, hit that subscribe button. Help me grow the channel. I will be back hopefully very soon with another video, and by that point I will probably have caught up with watching my favourite YouTubers, and I'll have some subjects to discuss, because that's what helps me. It's watching others and how they do, you know, the subjects they discuss and the topics that come up that help me. And of course you can also help me with new content by commenting and giving me something to talk about that way. So that's that section done. Very pleased so far with how it's coming out. I wish the ABs were a little bit more shiny than they are, but I don't know if that's because they're round ones. You know, it could be. I've just got a drill that's poking up there. But it's laying very nice. It's looking very good. You know, I'm pleased. And despite the fact that there is a lot of colour blocking, I actually quite like colour blocking, especially after having so much confetti on the other one. So I'm very pleased with how it's going. I do hope that you'll be back to join me again. Thank you for taking the time to watch today. And it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye for now.